This is Saxon Warrior here, and today we are going to try a Let's Play of Alan Wake. Now, I have never played this game. I know nothing about the universe. I just saw this on Steam, it was on sale, and going through some of the comments, the community, discussion boards, it looked really interesting. So, I'm going into this completely blind, and I hope you enjoy this Let's Play. Let's do normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Ooh. Do I write horror? Am I an aspiring Stephen King?
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Was this part of the dream, or is this actually an event?
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
Alice, is that our girlfriend, or is that our wife? Or someone else? Our daughter? Granddaughter? He's too young to have a granddaughter.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Ooh.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
No. Okay. Nice little tutorial. Shift, sprint. Checkpoint reached. Very creepy. I love the fog. Okay.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
So, is there a reason I should take the walking path versus the road? Ah, the bridge is out.
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Why do I want to collect thermoses? Do they give me, like, caffeine so I don't fall asleep? Is there a Stephen King book about falling asleep and being terrorized in your sleep? Ooh. Oh. What? Whoa!
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff?
What?
Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
What?
You're in this story now.
Oh. So
You
confused.
missed your deadline.
Ooh.
Damn. You can't stop me.
Uh-oh. Okay. Whoa.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
That
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Wait a minute. So am I dreaming, or am I manifesting people from my own story? Oh boy. Oh boy. Go, 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 go. Left. Alright, this guy has no stamina. Come on, dude. Sprint. Oh, this is a mistake. Why over a cliff?
Hurry! Wait, it's me! Play Stewart, remember? Quickly get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no!
Don't go running at someone with an axe. Just shoot him.
Damn it, die! No! No! No!
Wait, you only had 2 bullets. So is this a person or is this another manifestation?
I was trapped. There
I am
was no
so
way out.
confused what's going on. Okay. Can I turn you off? Why are there so many TVs? Well, how do I get out? Ooh, okay.
Follow the light.
Follow the light. Follow the light. To the lighthouse?
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Okay. Oh. Ooh, it's like Sanity almost. It's like in the darkness I lose my mind.
Tell you, it goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Okay. But before we start
Pick up the
this,
flashlight.
what this reminds me of is, have you ever read like the Iliad or the Odyssey? Or any of those old
Only
Greek
light can drive
tragedies?
the darkness away.
It's like when the hero gets instructions
Flashlight
from one of
burn
the
the
Olympians,
darkness away.
and they typically do it in their dreams, and they have to battle monsters and things possess people. So the light will actually burn him away. Okay.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Now you'll die.
Wow,
Good.
that's a lot of
You've done
rounds.
well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
I will give you back your dream now.
Nightmare. A terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Because light burns away the darkness.
You made me shit!
Oh! 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 Okay. Out of batteries. Alright, so I hop essentially from light to light. Pick up flare gun. One switch weapons. 3. Interesting. Okay, run.
Just like...
Ooh, nice. Flare gun's like a grenade launcher. I like it. Alright, we're gonna jump.
I can keep this up forever!
Oh, wait. Go, 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 go! This left bar and the top left of my screen is like aggro? Ooh. Somebody give this dude some coffee. Run, man!
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Okay, so maybe the animation's not the best with their faces, but I'm very interested in the storyline. Like, am I clinically psychotic in this game? Or is something legitimately trying to enter my dreams to warn me of something? And isn't it interesting this town is called Bright Falls, and I'm worried about the darkness? Is that metaphorical? Okay, I have no weapons. I'm going to call this the real world. I have no weapons, I'm actually awake.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. And if you don't mind me saying, I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Seemed nice enough.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
You're right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah.
Let's see who
We
has
just
the
got
last laugh.
Who's giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and charge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
That's a huge deer.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
Why are we coming to this itty-bitty town in the middle of nowhere for a vacation?
I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee.
Okay,
Just
Park
don't blame me
Ranger.
when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart.
Do me a
when you-
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do
Okay.
it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up.
Just because
Now
we're
that's what I'm
brothers,
talking
don't think I
about,
won't
yeah.
murder you. This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
I like these two. Ooh, a thermos. That will keep me awake. Oh, what's wrong with you, old lady? Old lady with a cat?
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
want to die,
get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
He
Overeager
didn't
fans
listen.
always did.
Okay, so the old lady says don't go into the dark.
That she should change the bulb. This is what happens when you get sloppy.
Okay. Did you go to the men's room?
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Ooh,
couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
She's creepy.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Okay. So maybe there's something wrong with this town.
That sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
What's wrong with your posture? Okay.
I'll be heading back to work as soon as...
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Pat Main here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you?
Ooh.
It gets pretty dark out here, but
That's pretty.
they'll light your...
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Interesting. It's a very specific tie-in to the plot. It's a lot of ravens. Bird Lake Cabin. I can see why it's named that. Okie dokie, so we have the cabin.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Oh, it's getting dark fast. Just take a look around the ground, see what's here, what the terrain is like. Very nice. Very, very pretty. There's a wharf. There must be a cellar. Let's go inside.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside. Come on.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Sure thing. I'm on it.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Hello? Anyone here?
Back door's open, that's weird. Go ahead, grab a thermos. Gotta have some coffee. Nope. Put the power on.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Ooh.
Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one. We'll see if we can rope them into an interview later on. Now let's go to the first caller. You're on KBF FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Thanks, Alice. How do I get in the shed? Is there a door? Naturally.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Do we have any fuel? Are these all full or empty? If I could move them, probably empty. So is this my health in the top left?
Okay, I'll look around.
Must be
a
my
bit.
health.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
That's ominous. Are we not happy? Oh, I bet that's the lodge. And focus is displayed on the screen. Focus. Okay.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Alice? Honey?
Oh, that's why it's so weird. There's no refrigerator in here. I was walking through this earlier and I thought this room looked odd, and now I realize it's because there's an oven with the stove and there's no refrigerator and there's no washer either.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well,
Ooh.
Hello there.
I'm not the surprise.
Oh.
It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
I mean, okay, fine.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn, Alice, you... Everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey, hey! Just hear me out! There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Maybe Alice is from here, and maybe there's a good reason to be afraid of the dark in this place.
Alice?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
No! What the hell?
Help me!
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Well, jump in, dude.
Keep going, Alice. Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another.
What? What?
I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
I'm so confused. How did we get in the car? Did we ever get out of the car? Did we ever actually arrive at the cabin?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Can we be certain that you actually had a fight with Alice? Clearly we had like an electrical pole.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Am I living in his book? Is this him writing this book?
Damn.
Hello?
Ooh, follow the light. Follow the light. The light is good.
Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Okay.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
been in an accident!
I kinda feel like I'm having a psychotic break.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
I don't know, mister. It's just a rock. It's always good to do a little bit of exploring. Okay. Okay. Well, alright.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. And square.
What happened to the flashlight I had? Or the gun I had earlier? When am I sleeping? Am I awake? Am I in my book? Oh my gosh, I'm so creeped out. Where is he? Ooh, thermos. Get in the car? No, can't get in the car. I'm getting so stressed. Okay.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Okay. Whatever is going on is definitely related to the book that we're reading, or we're doing. Oh. No thanks. No thanks. It's not fair. They run to the light. Nope. Nope.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Okay, cool. Got batteries. Got more batteries. I have 12 rounds.
During your
more bullets.
Trying. It's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health benefits let you choose.
Yes.
One stone.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello?
Oh, come on.
This is bad.
Oh, we're just gonna move the whole thing? Let's jump. Just the gas station. This way then?
outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. The Dark Forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Oh, there's a bunch of yellow. Follow the yellow.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Alright, nice. Okay, there's definitely something messed up with this town.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Face your fears, Alan. Face your fears. Oof. Alright. Got a manuscript page. Oh, they're not in order. Oh my gosh. Barry's arrival.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
No. So confused. Am I the bad guy? Am I just going nuts? I don't know what's happening, but I am hooked.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Is a hazardous occupation.
Oh, he threw it. I didn't realize they're gonna throw their axes. Caution, proceed at your own risk. Well, I figured that much. Okay. This way. Need to climb. Climb, climb, climb. Where are the goodies? Where are the goodies?
Taken. They're taken.
The Taken are filled with darkness. Okay. It's actually a really interesting concept.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Well, let's go to the goodie box. Get some more bullets. Why don't I reached? But I don't want it to be reached. Oh, there's... Give me some coffee. Make this run? No. Ooh. Sorry about that. Okay, learning to dodge. Learning to dodge. Dodge, 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 reload, reload, reload. I am not good at that.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
That's what I was saying. Right. More manuscript pages. Ooh, shotgun. Give me. Yes, please. F5.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Well, that's intense. There we go.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. To you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I was... But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkie.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
All
Have
right.
a good night now.
Keep your eyes out for Toby, guys. Ooh, pages.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Who makes the best dogs in the state? Belly Buster is the best with no curves. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Ooh. Reload. Let's get a new battery in there and let's run. Alright, not that way. That was anticlimactic. We're going this way. Hey now. think it's really interesting that there's all these emergency boxes around in the forest with batteries and pistol ammo. Is this whole, like, town haunted and everybody knows it and they just don't tell the tourists for a laugh? So confused. Which way do I go? Which way to go?
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
I love the detail to this game.
If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane? Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it. You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
It's like the Twilight Zone. That's really interesting, though. Do I have quantum immortality? Am I jumping between different dimensions? Different worlds? Alright, let's turn this on. Or off, I guess.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive.
Let's just go ahead and reload.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling, caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume.
That's my typewriter.
I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Or I have the magical typewriter that makes things happen. Nordic walking. I do appreciate it that I can read posters like this.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Well, I read the pages and then it came true. Or maybe because of the smack to my head, I shot Stucky. Oh, I'm so thoroughly confused. But I'm so hooked. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. That was incredible.